Hey guys, Steve Lav here. A little background on my company and my experiences and where I came from. Basically, I started out. My father was into plumbing and heating. He was in a big union company, and he got me a job as starting out as a plumbing apprentice, and that's how I got my start. You really need to in this trade, you need to know somebody to get in, type of thing. And my father was, that was a deal. He got me in as an apprentice. And in my state, Massachusetts, which is it's hard to get your plumber license in this state. It really is. And you really need to work for a master plumber for it, when I was doing it for 4 years, plus going to school, you have to work full time for 4 years. And it's a hard road, you know. And that's how I got started. And when I first got started, we were working at a hospital, and I was doing all like lead and oakum work and caulking all kinds of lead and oakum joints and cast iron pipe and running for all the mechanics. And there was probably like 20 guys on the job, and I learned a lot in that job. Um, but I'll tell you one thing: my father was the smartest guy I ever worked for. I respect him. He forgot more than I'll ever know, type of thing. He was one smart man. I'll tell you, working with him was like incredible. He will lay out a bunch of stuff, drop all kinds of plumb lines on the floor, mark all the stuff, measure it all up, cut all the stuff, and throw all the pipe up. He'd have me drilling all the hangers, and that stuff was up in like an hour and a half, and the whole job was done. It's like I learned so much from him. I was like impressed. He was like, if you can respect your father like I respected mine, that's really something. And there's a lot of guys out there that work for their father, and we've all been there. And you look back over the years, you look back 20 years later and say, something, my father was the smartest guy I ever worked for. And a lot of us can say that. And I can truly say my father forgot more than I ever know. That's the way I think about my dad. But anyway, so let me get back to the story. Where I came from. I started out as a union plumber dash heating man. I worked for big companies. We did schools, hospitals, all commercial stuff. So I was always in the commercial realm. And there was this one guy that did a lot of jobbing that worked for the company. He was a crazy nut, and I always really like wanted to do the jobbing because he was like all in a bunch of jobs. I went on a couple of jobs with him. Excuse me. He was a crazy plumber, but he was whacked in the head. But anyway, I always kind of like wanted to go with him, even though he was a nutcase. So yeah, I was in the plumbers union for like 10, 15 years. No, excuse me, 10 years. And work got slow. And I was married at the time, and I told my ex-wife, listen, I want to start my own business. I want to go on my own. I want to do residential work. I really want to do that. She said, oh, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Well, I got rid of that crazy bitch, and I started my own business. Okay? Whether it was a smart thing to do or not, I was moonlighting in between anyway. But anyway, I got rid of her, and I started my own business. Now, I bought my house when I was 18. I never really had a lot of bills. I was always a decent worker. I could always make money, and I never been in debt. So, when I first started out, I didn't really have a lot of bills. So, when you first start out in business, it's like a 3 year, 4 year run, to really get rolling. So if you're starting out and you got a mortgage and a bunch of kids, it's not easy. Just like my buddy Zach said, it's a hard road, guy. You're gonna really struggle. If you got a decent job and you're thinking about going on your own, you really need to think about it because it's probably a 3 year toll. Can you make it? If you're good, if you're decent, and you're good at your job, You can make it, but it's a long road. Unless your father started the business and you're walking into it or something, you might be taking off more than you can chew. It's not an easy thing. Once you get rolling, okay, 3, 4 years down the road, and you got all them customers after that long haul, yeah, it can be a good thing. But to get started, a lot of guys don't make it. A lot of guys fall on their face. They think they're a know-it-all. They're gonna start a own business. Really, you really need to think about it, because if you're a half-ass worker, and you're lazy, and you think you're gonna make all this money in business, well, you really need to really think about it. But anyway, don't get me wrong. It can be done. A lot of guys do it, but it's not an easy thing. So I'm just trying to tell you guys that, have a good job now and you're thinking about stepping over. Grass isn't always greener on the other side, guys. Just remember that. But anyway, it can be done. It's a step, and it's a long step. So you want to take the long step, and you don't have a lot of bills, and you're a good worker, and you're a hard worker, and you're conscientious. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. No problem. It's America. Anything can be done in America. Okay? But anyway, so 10 years down the road, I was in the union. I got out. I went to school for air conditioning and refrigeration. I went to school for oil burner stuff. Had the pipe fitter license, had the plumbing license. Them are the most important things in my state. It depends on where you live. Every state's different. But anyway, I went to school for all that stuff, and 20 years later, I got a good business going. I wish I had YouTube back in the day when I first got started, because I could have learned a lot. I learned a lot just watching YouTube videos. I learned a lot on my own over 20 years, just trial and error. You know what experience is? I'll tell you what experience is. It's a lot of problems that you stumble across and you don't know what to do. And you stumble across, you figure out how to fix them. The next time you come across that, you know how to fix it. After 20 years, you screwed up so many times. It's like, oh yeah, I've done that, I've done that, I've done that. But that's what experience is. Problems you figured out how to fix, and now the next time you come across it, you can deal with it. I'm nothing special. I never claimed to be. I'm just a regular working guy, and I keep swinging the bat. 4 strikes and you're out. I've swung 10 times. You're out. Bullshit. I'm gonna swing some more till I get it right. That's my motto. I'll swing 100 times till I get it right. Just keep ducking, because I'm gonna keep swinging. But anyway, the moral of the story is, guys, it's not easy to go out on your own. There's a lot of guys that it's you when you first start out in business, it's not easy. It's not easy, but it's rewarding. I love my job. I wouldn't want to do anything else besides what I do. I love my job, you know. But it's a long road. Like my buddy Zach said, he's busy now. He's straight out. I've been straight out for years now, but it wasn't like that all the time. However you want to build your business, it's America. You can do whatever you want. If you want to do service and repair work, if you want to do installs, or you want to marry some fat rich broad, that might be the best bet. Marry some fat rich broad. I've been looking for one for a while. If you know anybody, give me a call. Anyway, guys, hey, listen, man. Always thanks my loyal subscribers, and hopefully I'm gonna have some more stuff coming up real soon. Hopefully you guys continue to watch my stuff. Hey guys, all kidding aside, I don't want to start no trouble with nobody, you know. Hey, listen, man. Um, thanks for watching, and it's all in good fun, man. You know, let's keep it real.